When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong? Or have we forgotten?
I think we've all been corrupted.
Well, the palace is now destroyed. You can't actually go back to the palace because I actually just mungled up everyone in there.
Wow.
The king's probably gone. Like,
Thanks, Jack.
he was tasty, man.
Unbelievable.
B positive blood. Hey! Right. Seb.
Well, yes. Well, I feel a bit bad that I wasn't very good at singing, so I'm going to go to the hospital again and
Clean up or tend to patients?
I'm going to tend to patients. I'm going to sing to them. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, a patient comes into the hospital with sores that nobody's ever seen
Probably been
before.
sucked on by Jack.
While walking by his bedside, he looks at you and rudely asks for a glass of water. Get him water, ignore. I can't sing to him, can I?
No.
Well, right, well, what would it be? I don't have very high finesse, I might drop the glass of water.
Well, you don't have enough, like, charm to ignore him. Like, no, I'm kidding.
I'm going to ignore him because I believe that you should suffer because I'm cruel.
I'm taking this thing to heart. So ignore him.
Yeah.
I'm going to have words with your mother after this, Sebastian.
Ooh.
Despite your intention to ignore him, you find yourself completely unable to resist obeying this man's request. Really? You bring him a small glass to quench his thirst. He takes a large sip, swigs it around, and then proceeds to spit at you. You try to dodge the water, but something inside your mind paralyzes you from doing so. My goodness. That night when you get home, you feel dizzy and start having vivid hallucinations about ancient wizards. You gain 3 magic.
You got your magic.
But I lose 3 mind. Now I'm just making myself really...
Magical. You're magical. That's fine. Mustache man? Peter?
Mustache man. Look, I'm feeling in the need of a good bit of honest work, so I'm going to head to the tavern. And I'm going to bartend. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth in tips and gain 2 charm. One day, while in the tavern, a heated argument erupts between 2 patrons. Soon enough, fists are flying and everybody seems to be joining in on the violence. I'm a good barman. I'm doing my best to rid the world of rotten people like my brother, so I'm going to break up the fight.
Break up the fight?
You jump on top of a table and yell a plea to the patrons to stop all the violence. Maybe that needed charm. Before you know it, everybody is calmed down and chatting to one another like nothing ever happened. Thanks for that, says the bartender while slipping you a small sack of coins. You gain 1 wealth. I thought I was the bartender.
Maybe there's multiple bartenders.
I guess I wasn't. I suppose it's a bit arrogant to think I was in control of the tavern.
Yeah. Hannah.
I would like to go to the gardens again and meditate. You spend the week in deep meditation. I think I needed it after I saw that corpse and buried it. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, an old woman approaches you. I have a small pouch of magic beans. Would you be interested in purchasing them? How many wealth do I have?
You have 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy them. You spend 1 wealth on the beans. Later, you decide to plant them in small, really visited really visited part of the garden. Oh come on! I want to know what happens to them.
Something will happen later.
Go back next week because there's 1 more week, so you can go back and meditate there. You'll probably find them.
See what happens.
My turn. I'm a charming fella. Oh, I can't go anywhere to charm people though.
Yeah, tavern's gone.
Tavern's
because
gone.
you're a bloomin'
Oh, I'm sorry. I just
vampire.
I just bit some people. Okay.
Do you have any wealth? You should bet on things.
Yeah.
Bet you win. We convince everybody that you've won.
I'm in the arena and bet on a fight. You spend the week placing bets on your favourite fighters. Woo! Look at that cheer. You gain 5 wealth.
Oh, far out.
During a match, another warrior's weapon is knocked from their grasp. You barely manage to avoid it. With a sickening crunch, it destroys the knee of a nearby bystander. He accuses you of causing him harm by not stopping the flying weapon. He takes you to court. Offer to settle or defend yourself. Like, what's a
I
charm?
reckon you should defend yourself.
Yeah. You object, but you can't seem to convince the judge. My goodness, how charming do I have to be? He rules in the plaintiff's favour and offers you to surrender 2 wealth. Oh, that's not too bad. The Yawhg. It's almost here. Almost. Getting pretty moody with the music now.
Creepy.
So this is our last week.
This is the last week.
I think it's time to return to the alchemy tower.
Magic.
I'm going to brew another potion. I would like to clean up after my last visit, but I think I need some magic. in this.
Brewing is fun.
Brewing's good. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic in 1 mind. Over the course of the week, you notice yourself growing more and more spiral-shaped sores all over your body. One day, the sores begin glowing a vibrant blue. You feel your magical power grow even stronger, while your mind slips further and further. You gain 3 magic. You lose 3 mind.
What's that putting you at? You're blue, so you got
Your
4
magic
mana.
is
full magic.
15!
How did I even do that? In no time, the sores are glowing so bright that they hurt to look at.
Must be pretty
I
bright.
should go be at discos and stuff. Someone rushes up to you asking if you're alright. Well, I've got glowing spirals over me, but...
Oh my goodness!
Oh wow! With only a glance, you set him aflame. I am a dragon, yes! Then you let out a scream that shakes the earth and shatters the skulls of all nearby. A river of blood coats the ground as you walk about, reveling in your destruction. I knew I was a baddie! Who blacks out? When you come to, you're at home in your bed. Your sores have faded and you feel like the disease's symptoms have passed.
Yeah, I can be tells out
Maybe
of action.
the Yawhg was just corrupting us all. I think that's what it's trying to do.
Maybe the Yawhg is just
I think it's
sad.
coming back to
He doesn't know it yet.
Well, look, I'm not one to shy away from danger, and with the Yawhg approaching and creepy mists veiling in, I think I'm going to head off for a nice walk through the dark, haunted forest.
That's what I want.
And I'm going to go hunting this time. You spend the week hunting various defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 well. On one day you hear a howl nearby, followed by the rustling of leaves. Instantly your dagger appears in your hand.
Ooh.
A beast leaps from the bushes but is impaled by your blade. The wound erupts into a blinding light as the monster crumbles to ash. You feel yourself absorbing the beast's power. You gain 3 physique.
Wow.
What am I up to? I'm up to 15.
15 physique, yeah. That's really cool because I've seen that before without the blade, and it's some type of like werewolf kind of creature, and you get those kind of illnesses, and there's a whole story with that. But just because you had that one dagger, the story goes a completely different way. That's kind of cool. Hannah, would you like to go back to the gardens?
Yeah, I want to sort of into those beans.
So, meditate?
Do you reckon it'll happen if
I think it was in the meditating area, so...
Okay, I'll meditate. So you spend the week in deep meditation again. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, while in the gardens, you notice a beanstalk. Yes,
Yay!
the beans have come back. Oh, eat it or water it? No, eat it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've been meditating for 2 weeks. I'm pretty hungry. You pick the plant and bite into it. It tastes incredible.
Must have been good beans.
Must have. You feel energy coursing through.
You're not
you.
turning evil too, are you?
Well, let's find out. You gain 2 physique and 3 magic.
Wow,
that's
Alright.
good.
3 magic.
That's it.
Wow.
Okay.
Well done.
My turn. I got good finesse and good charm. So I might go to the tavern, and I got awful physique, so I can't go drinking. What
Good
charm?
bartend.
I could bartend. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth and tips and gain 2 charm. One day, the tavern throws its annual dart tournament. Oh, with that finesse. What do you think would be finesse or physique?
Finesse.
Finesse. Cool, I'm
Let's
gonna
hope
enter
it's
it.
not physique since you're
Yeah.
at 2.
You sign up for the we'll find out in a moment. You sign up for the dart tournament, ready to prove your dart throwing prowess. You play the best games of darts in your life and manage to come out on top. You win 3 wealth and gain a confidence boost of 2 charm. I mean, my charm is now 17. The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard that our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it? Are we past saving? So, this is the end game. And each one of us need to choose a role to help rebuild the town, to try and have a hope of saving it. And so, with our stats, we need to pick a role for each person that we think they could.
Can we do this cooperatively?
Yeah. So, only one person can do each role, and Sib is first.
Well, yeah, it's already there. I've got a lot of magicalness.
That's really the
in
only
my
thing you've
young
got
dragon
going for
body. Although the town drunk looks quite. You know, I'm going to be the conjurer. I must feed the mana-ness of me. You take it upon yourself to help conjure up supplies. I was going to be evil. Supplies for the town. With your magic, you summon supplies of the highest caliber. With little effort, you're summoning high-quality lumber and food from out of nowhere. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly.
Very good. So now it's Peter.
Well, I don't know what would physique be good for.
Builder.
The builder
Or the smelter or
or the
something?
smelter?
I think builder's more
The looter,
physical.
definitely.
Smelter's probably more like rich, wealth. You'd probably be...
Or the
Good-
tailor, they
okay.
definitely need lots of strength.
That'd be... I thought I thought you were being serious.
Well, I personally don't think we need a looter or a town drunk.
Well, what are those for? Oh, you mean the looter. Like, that's your evilness coming.
Yeah. Tell you what, I am an engineer. I'm going to go with the builder. You take it upon yourself to help rebuild the town by hand. You rebuild homes at breakneck speed, impressing the rest of the survivors. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly.
Very good. Hannah.
So, yeah, what am I?
Mind.
Mind. Doctor?
Yeah, I think the doctor would be mind.
Let's try...
Oh, we need a leader, I thought.
Well,
will you be
finesse is
strong?
probably the
I'm
leader.
not as charming.
Well, you could also loot.
Is charming loot? Like,
Well,
hey,
no, you've got
give
good.
me all your stuff.
You're finesse. You could, you know.
Sneak in.
What would finesse be?
I think leader could be finesse or charm. How's your charm?
What?
Your charm and finesse are great. I think you
Yeah.
should be leader.
Yeah, I think...
I'll
Anyway.
try doctor and check and try leader.
Yeah, I think Hannah should be doctor. I really want to know what looter and town drunk are like.
Yeah, I'm just going to play one with those. Just
Yeah. So we should go doctor for Hannah?
Yeah. You take it upon yourself to help the sick and injured from the Yawhg. You're able to keep most patients in stable condition. Some are even able to get up and back to work in no time. This helps the survival effort quite a bit. So not significantly, but quite a bit.
Quite a bit. And so I'm going to jump in with the leader, because I got 17
Well,
jump.
can I just let me say, the amount of wealth you could amass from looting. Look, you've got. Look, just.
But am I in
No,
this for myself? Or...
Don't listen to this rat man. That you are helping the effort.
If I had-
Think about this. Think about this. This isn't the only time we've been ruined by.
But I think it was like not in our
The Yawhg.
lifetime. I think it's like...
You don't even know what the
We
Yawhg
aren't
is.
learning. We must. The people
I'm going-
must be punished.
I'm going for the leader. You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. I really want to try the bottom couple. That'd be interesting. You expertly delegate and prioritize tasks. You give motivating speeches and act as an effective mediator in disputes. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly.
What happens?
Right. And so we set about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected or even wanted, but in the end, so we flourished. Towers, once wrecked and ravaged, rose towards the sky. Trees again took root, then blossomed. We all blossomed. And though it took a long time, and though it took a lot from us, our future is bright. Should the Yawhg ever return, we will be ready. So this is the good ending. We actually survived the Yawhg. When Hannah and I played earlier, we survived, but it was okay. It was like the neutral ending. But we've never had the failure ending, even though supposedly that's pretty common, right? But so the aim of the game is to get people trained up into certain roles for the storm.
I don't know, just saying no, like, we had a vampire destroy the palace.
Well-
We had a vampire leading us.
That's very
The
true.
game hasn't ended just yet. There is now the epilogue, where each one of our characters shows what happens after the Yawhg. Once this little beautiful picture, that's a lovely picture of our new
Paradise.
It's a good tower.
Oh, that's my alchemy tower.
It is. It's actually got windows and stuff now. This is you.
With the town rebuilt, you spend nearly all your time in the alchemy tower. You try desperately to research a cure for that mysterious spiral sore disease that caused you to hurt all those people who should be hurt. All that time in the lab begins taking a toll on your body. You notice spiral sores beginning to resurface onto your skin. Not wanting to repeat the past, you walk out to the docks and jump into the water. You swim out as far as possible. A faint explosion was spotted on the lake that night.
How far out you exploded?
Some say it was the birth of a new star.
Good on you.
I'd like to think so.
Oh, I mean, I probably shouldn't laugh that my younger brother just...
Died.
The Yawhg traumatized you deeply. Despite everything being okay now, something in you snapped. Maybe it was witnessing a baby floating face down in the water. Maybe it was when you found a man skewered on a fence, still squirming slightly, his eyes an empty void. Perhaps it was when you saw a group of kids that were trapped in the school and resorted to eating their rotting teacher's corpse. How did I get this? Whatever it was, you can't help but drink, I see. You drink so much you're not entirely sure what is real and what's an illusion. One day you look into a mirror and your eyes are empty, hollow. Oh, that's kind of sad.
This is me.
This is you, Hannah.
After the town is rebuilt, you become leader of a hunting party. You become the town's main supplier of game, meat, and furs. You become extremely adept at killing defensive animals.
Oh, that's my wife.
One day, you spot a glowing blue fox in the woods. Upon seeing you, it cackles and runs off. You pursue it for what feels like hours, but to no avail. Capturing the laughing blue fox becomes an obsession for you. You spend every moment thinking of its laugh, even while you sleep. Its cackle feels as if it's burned into your brain.
So now's the vampire leader's turn. After the town is rebuilt, you take a visit to the palace library. You look for any material regarding the mysterious disease which that woman infected you with. After a few months of research, you think you've discovered exactly what you need to do. You whittle yourself a stake and begin scouring the slums, hoping to enact your revenge. One day you find a secret passage leading deep into the sewers. Oh, that's it. What happens? I want to know.
I want to know.
Oh, so after all that, we saved the town, but we each had quite morbid endings, didn't
Wow.
we?
What did you learn from this?
So I went into the sewers hunting vampires. Hannah
Went insane.
Went insane.
Blue fox.
I
You were-
turned to drinking.
And you exploded.
I exploded. Wow. I mean, there's no better way to go, really.
What
Exploding.
was really fun, Honey became the vampire. You were a vampire leader last time. And you actually just ate, like you were helping significantly the people
But I just
surviving.
keep eating
But you kept eating everyone. And then eventually this guy turns up a vampire hunter
Yeah, he
and
killed
riddles you
everybody.
with
Yeah.
crossbolts and you die.
Oh, it's such a morbid
Yes.
game.
Some of them are happy, but those are way more interesting.
What do you have to do to be happy? Far out.
I don't know. Well, that was the Yawhg. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for more.